these mics are talking right here. Hi, Anywhere, I'm going to talk to you. Hi, Michelle, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Hope it's working. Anyway, how are you doing? I'm gonna see if you can hear me. I hope you can.
What's that?
No, it won't be a line.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. We begin our tefillot on page 10, Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh, Avarach Aman, Neshok Avdak, El Ritzonach, Yarutz Avdak, Kemo Ayal, Yishtachave mul hadarach keyehra velo yedidutach menofetzu v'chol ta'am Adonai ziv haolam nafshi cholat Avatach Ana el narifana la Beharot la no ziva as titchazek v'titrapei v'hayitalach shevkat olam v'tit yemuna Rakamecha v'chusnana aben hobach ki zekama nichsaf lirov tiferet uzach ana eli machmadi bi chushana v'yatitalam Galena, Ufros Kavivalai, Etsukat Shilomach, Taheret Mikboda, Nahagila, Venismekaba, Maherahu, Kivamoed, Vechoneni, Ki me'olam yadai dai 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 yadai dai 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 yadai 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 dai dai Page 11. Lechuniranina, 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 ladonai, lechuniranina. Lechuniranina, ladonai, naria, naria. The Torah Yeshenu, the Kama Fana, the Todah, Naria, Naria, the Torah Yeshenu, Bizmi Road, Naria, Lo, Lechuniranina, Lechuniranina, Ladonai, Lechuniranina, 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 Ladonai, Naria, the Torah Yeshenu. Arbaim shana kut b'dor yamar toile b'chem v'hem lo yadu d'rachai asher nishpati v'yapi im yavavod el menuchati. Page 14, let's join in the words of Yismechu. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yeheramayam, 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 umalo, Yehiramayam, 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 Umalo. Kiva, this Padoret is both the velvet Sedegamim, Bemunato. Return to page 20, the bottom, Roman move. Yai, die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. I die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Yai, die. Yai, die, die, yai, die, yai, die, 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 die. Yai, die, yai, die, die. Yai, die, 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 die. Together, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'hishtakavu, Lahar Kodesho. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'hishtakavu, Lahar Kodesho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Turn to page 21. As we rise in body or spirit, it is more Ladavi. Mizmor Lidavida, Uladonai Bene Elim, Havu Ladonai Kavod Vaos, Havu Ladonai Kavod Shemo, Hishatakavu Ladonai Behadra Kodesh, Om Ladonai Alamayim, Elakavod Hirim, Donai Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koach, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shaber Arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Ayakidem Kimo Egel, Lebanon V'Sirion, Kimo Ben Remim. Kol Adonai Kotev Labotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yakoya Ayalot, Ayachasof Yehalot, Ubehechalo Kulo Omer Kavod, Kulo Omer Kavod. Adonai Lamabu Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Liolam, Adonai Yos Liamo Yitain, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Vashalom. You may be seated. We turn now in our Siddurim to page 23, with Lachadodi chanting the first two paragraphs, page 25, the last two. Lechadodi lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavla. Lechadodi lekrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekavla. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, Ishmiyanu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad. Ushemo echad l'shemo tiferet l'tila. Lecha dodi lecha dodi lekrat kala. Lecha dodi lekrat kala. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lekerat Shabbat lechoven elcha. Ki mekor habracha merosh mikadev nisuka sof maseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi lecha dodi lekrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadori lekrat kala. Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 25. Yushmo tiferotzi v'et Adonai taritzi ayadish ben paritzi v'nismecha ben agila lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi lekrat kala lecha dodi lekrat kala pere shabaneka Avila, Boi v'shalom, Bala, Gam v'simcha u'v'tzola, Toch emunei am sigula, Boi kala, Lecha dodi dodi, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pere Shabbat nekabela, Lechadori lekra kala, pene Shabbat nehavela. You all can be seated on page 27. We continue now with the Psalm for Shabbat. Tov lahoda ladonai, tov lahoda ladonai, uzamer l'shem ka'el yom. Tov lahoda ladonai, tov lahoda ladonai, uzamer l'shem ka'el yom. Lehagi baboker chasecha, lemunatecha ba'velot. Hagi baboker chasecha, lemunatecha ba'velot. Yay, die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Yay, yay, die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Yay, die, 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 die. Yay, die, 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 die. Bottom of page 28. Vadikatamar Yifrach Erez Balvanon Yiskesh Tulim Behevet Adonai Bechat Rot Eloheinu Yahvichu Oh Yenubun Beseheva Yeshenim Verananim Yiyu Lahagid Ki Ashar Adonai Suhurive Good morning, those observing your side, please rise for the mourner's Kaddish in body or spirit on page 30. Yit Kadal, Yit Kadash, Shemeraba, V'Alma, Yivrak, Yerute, V'Amlik, Malchute, V'Chayechon, V'Yomechon, V'Chayedekol Beit Yisrael, V'Agala, V'Izman Kari, V'Imru, Ameh. Yehesh Megaba Mevarach La'alam Olmei Olmaya. Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpar V'Yitramam V'Yitnaseh V'Yitadar V'Yitale V'Yitalal Shemei Dekudesha Barichu Ela Minkol Birchata V'Shirata Tush V'Chata V'Nechemata Damiram V'Alma V'Imru Ameh. Yehei Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chaim aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osa shalom v'imromav, hu ya'asa shalom. Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru amen. We turn now in our prayer books to page 39a. We rise in body or spirit for the Baruch Hu introducing the evening service. You may be seated. Let's read in English, the bottom of the page, the first bracha before the Shabbat together. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dust, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzavot, your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dust. Umavir yom umevi laila, mavadil beyom uvei laila, Adonai Tzavot Shemo, Elachai v'kayam, Tami michalenu li'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Aravi. Page 40, we continue silently. Habatullah be'Yisrael of ha'hapatum. Bihem chayenu v'yolech yameinu, uvehem negeh yamam v'layla, v'abakat asim imenu l'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Adonai Elohechem, Emet, page 44. Umakuto bratzon kiblo alehem, Moshe Miriam ubenei Yisrael anu shira, b'simcha rabba v'yamru kulam, mi kamocha Adonai mi kamocha, Nedar b'kodesh, Norati lo, Osef ele, Malchutecha rubanecha, Okay, I'm lifnei Moshe, Zeli anu v'yamru, Adonai yemalok v'olam vahed, v'nemar, Yifad Adonai et Yaakov, Ulam mihazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, God Yisrael. Page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Who would tell get about Israel? Ushmor tzeitzenu v'aleinu, l'chaim u'l'shalom, me'ata v'yad olam, u'pros aleinu sukat shv'lamecha, baruch atah Adonai, hapoes sukat shalom aleinu v'yad olamo Yisrael, v'yal Yerushalayim. We rise for the V'shamru on page 46. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael, Et Shabbat, Lasot et Shabbat, Lidorotam Beridolam, V'shamru et HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתקדש שמי רבה. עומד דברי חילותי ויעמק מלכותי בחייקון וביומכון ובחייך בישראל בגלה ובזמן הקריבים ארו. יש מרבה מבורך עולם ומאומיה יתברך וישתבח יתברך ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה ושבחתה ונחמתה דמהירה לעולמה Vimaru. Salamida begins on page 47. Page 54. Yitkara v'yitkara shemei rabba v'yalama yivrach yirutzei v'yemech makutei v'chai konu v'mechonu v'chai l'kol Yisrael v'agalav izman kari v'yemaru amen yehi shmei rabba mevorach v'alamo me'omaya yitbarach v'ishtabach v'yitbar v'yitrom v'naseh v'yidadav v'yidalav v'yidalav shemei dekudisha b'richu leila min kol birkata v'shirata Shishbachata v'nechamata, Tamiram b'yamav v'yimaru, Tikabal sotan v'otan, the Koisrach v'dam Abraham v'shmai v'yimaru, Amen. Yehi shlam rabba v'shmai v'chaim, Aleni v'achos ravim aru. Se shalom b'mrama v'yaseh shalom. Aleni v'achos ravim aru. Amen. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone. So I don't know if you saw in the New York Times today, there was a heart-wrenching article written by Sarah Wildman entitled, "My Daughter's Future Was Taken from Her and from Us." It's a heart-wrenching account of the death of her young daughter to cancer. And it begins as follows. In late 2008, toward the end of my pregnancy with Orly, I interviewed the actor Harvey Fierstein. She's a journalist, then starring in Hairspray. As I made my way through the crowd backstage at the Neil Simon Theater, past cast members and stage managers, hangers-on, and well-wishers, Mr. Fierstein caught a glimpse of my belly. "Make way," he barked raspily. "This woman is carrying the hopes and dreams of her entire family." And everyone laughed. Well, little did she know that 14 years later, that baby would get cancer and tragically die, her life cut short, her parents' dreams crushed beyond belief. No parent should know such pain, God forbid. But the thought of what hopes and dreams that any of us could have for our children somehow stuck with me. And I'm sure I'll speak more about this article and about its implications, which are deep and tragic and dark. But I really want to focus on this idea that the hopes and dreams of a child, one's whole family, are being carried at that moment. So what are the hopes and dreams that we as Jewish parents and grandparents have for our children and grandchildren? Of course, number one is good health. That trumps everything else. But you know, when a child is born, we name the child at a bris, we name a boy, and a baby naming, or Simchat Shabbat, we name a girl. And when we name them, there's a very specific formulation in the blessing that we recite during the naming. It is that we hope that they will live a life of Torah, of ma'asim tovim, of good deeds, and of chuppah, that one day they will find a partner that they will share their lives with. That's what we say. Those are our core values. Torah, a life of Torah, and a life of good deeds. And that one day that they will continue the chain of the covenant through a family. And every parent fervently hopes for that. And when you think about those blessings and their implications and how it is that we can inculcate our children and our grandchildren to live such a life, there are so many things that we can do, not just as parents, but also as grandparents and even great-grandparents. I'm not sure we can influence the children. That's already another story. But you know what they say, the grandchildren and the grandparents have a common enemy, and that's the parents. I'm not sure that's always true, and I don't think it has to be adversarial. But I came upon a beautiful custom that I really didn't know a lot about that's supposed to take place this Shabbos. And that's because on Sunday, it's Rosh Chodesh Sivan, the month of the giving of the Torah. And there's a beautiful custom for parents to say a special blessing, and grandparents, a special blessing for their children. It's known as Tfilat Shlah HaKodesh, the prayer of the Holy Shlah, which is an acronym for Rabbi Isaiah Halevi Horowitz, who composed this prayer that expresses the hopes of parents on behalf of their children and grandchildren on this eve of this month of Sivan, the month of the giving of the Torah. It's an opportunity for the parents to have in mind the success and the happiness and the health of their children, And of course, you can say this prayer any day, but it's said that it holds special power when it's Erev Rosh Chodesh, Sivan, when it's on the very cusp of the month of Sivan. Rabbi Horowitz writes that the optimal time, therefore, for parents to recite this prayer is Dafka on Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, the month when God gave us the Torah, the month when God began to call us his children. And in this prayer, parents fervently pray that the creator of the universe, who creates all life and gave us the opportunity to bring life into this world, should bless us and bless our children and grandchildren with the ability to study Torah. And that parents come before God with great supplication and they pray that their children should be fruitful and multiply and have many children, and there should be grandchildren. That they would be blessed to see their children's children, something that so many of us have been blessed, and when you are, there's nothing like it. And that this value of Torah study, of them studying Torah and one day marrying somebody who holds the value of Torah study as something precious and sacred, will be fulfilled, because it's through the study of Torah that the values get taught. It's through the study of Torah where they get debated. It's through the study of Torah where they can come alive and hopefully not just study, but also played out in their own lives and modeled for them in their parents' lives and their grandparents' lives. And they conclude their prayer when parents say this prayer: "Please, God, who hears our prayers, may the words of the prophet, and as for me, this is my covenant with them, said God. My spirit that is upon you and my words that I've placed in your mouth shall not be withdrawn from your mouth, nor from the mouth of your offspring, nor from the mouth of your offspring's offspring, from this moment and forever. May they be fulfilled regarding the future. May the expressions of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart find favor before you, God, my rock and my redeemer." What a beautiful idea. Each Shabbat, we bless our children, we kiss them. My family, we whisper a secret prayer into their ears. But once a year, we say a very special prayer that our children and grandchildren should know the ways of the Torah, should study the Torah, so that they will be a blessing. Shabbat Shalom. And now let's turn in our prayer books to page 55, the Rise of Body or Spirit for the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzav banu. Shabbat kodesh v'yavav ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh v'reshit Yehu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Ivanu v'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodecha v'yahavahu v'ratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Fire. And now the Aleinu on page 56. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'tet gedula l'yotzer breshit yoyei haratzot v'lo samanu hizbukot adama shelo sam kelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu yechol amonam nachnu kolim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Katuv b'toratecha, Adonai Yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar, Haya Adonai le'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, ubayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo echad. May be seated. We lovingly recall those whose yortzites who will be observed in the coming week. Tilly Baum, Harry Collins, Leo Foxman, Beverly Glazer, Hildur Gunsberger, Gary Mark, Arthur Natter, Arthur Perlmutter, Muriel Rackenstein, Bernard Sachs, Richard Sambol, David Simpson. Now, all those who mourn, those observing your site, please rise for the mourner's Kaddish and body your spirit, page 58. Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shemerabah. V'alma, Devra, Kirute, V'amlik Machute, V'chayechon V'yomechon, V'chayedechol Bet Yisrael, V'agala, V'yizman Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba, Mevorach, V'alam Omeo Maya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudisha Barichu, Ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tush B'chata V'nechamata, V'amiram V'yalma V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu, V'yachol Yisrael V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'yachol Yisrael V'imru, Amen. I believe, Glenn, you're doing the announcements. Well, come on up. We're missing the person who's written down.
Shabbat shalom. All are cordially invited to join us after services for an OA. Services this week, tomorrow, Shabbat services at 9:30 a.m. in person. I believe live stream is working. Morning minyan, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and Monday and Thursday during the week, 7:45 a.m. Thursday evening at 7:30 is Erev Shavuot, Marav service, followed by Tikkun Leil Shavuot. Friday morning, May 26th, the first day of Shavuot, 9:30 a.m. Yom Tov services, and 6:30 p.m. Shabbat services and Yom Tov evening services. Saturday, May 27th, is the second day of Shavuot, 9:30 services. Events, there's a Women's Rosh Chodesh Monday at 12:30 with a late lunch and a program following. The theme will be songs of sweet songs to celebrate Shavuot. On Saturday, June 3rd, is the Men's Club Shabbat and Sisterhood Shabbat. Sunday, June 4th, is our annual meeting with Minyan and breakfast sponsored by Men's Club and Sisterhood. Saturday, June 17th, is Farewell Shabbat to Cantor Greenberg. Also to note that during the month of June, Phil's going to be doing on Zoom instructions on how to use Shul Cloud. Shul Cloud's our congregation program. You can go into it and check your data. You can pay bills, etc. It'd be useful for the members of the congregation to know how to use it for themselves, and it will save work and time in the office, and you correct all your own data. So tell your friends to log on. He has about 4 times he's starting the introduction on it. I think it's important people use it. There's a link on the daily, on the weekly bulletin, and if not, the office probably can give it to you.
Let's conclude now on page 73 with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Asharet, Malchei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Malachim Maka, Dosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nil Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malchei HaMalachim Kadosh Baruch Hu. Sechem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malchei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.
But that slides. Yeah. There you go. It's all the way to the right on the top. Right, see next one.
Oh, you know what, actually, I think it's on the bottom. But you know what, I don't know if that's in here, it might be behind the, panel, by the light switches, and they have a special lock on it. Bob Foxman and them use it, it's over,
Yeah, but speakers come out of here. This the
right, but there's like this panel over here that they use some. Oh, I don't know if there's a lock, but I think it's nothing on the down here.